No, if the guru or the spiritual master whom I surrender, if he's not of that category, what will happen to me? He may speak the same words as a liberated soul may speak, or he may apparently conduct like that, but he's not of that stature. Maybe in technical terms, in a spiritual vocabulary, he may not be of uttama-adhikārī category of a bona fide liberated stage. Then what happens to the followers of such guru?
Well, Prabhupada told a story how once Narada Muni was walking somewhere and he saw one python and it was lying on the floor and it was struggling, it was writhing in pain. And Narada Muni looked at the snake and there were a lot of ants surrounding that snake and biting it. And then Narada Muni, naturally, he's a very compassionate person. He drew away all the ants and then he asked the snake, "Why are you suffering like this?" The snake replied, "In my past life, I was a guru. I was an unqualified person who occupied the position of guru." Then Narada Muni said, "Okay, so maybe that's why you got the body of a snake. But why were all these ants biting me? They are all my disciples in my past life." This is what happens to a person who accepts a non-bona fide person as a guru. I mean, that's a humorous way of saying it. But Prabhupada, if you see, in the, I think it's in the Nectar of Instruction, Prabhupada says that one must be very, very careful to accept only an uttama-adhikārī Vaiṣṇava as one's guru. You can accept even a kanishta-adhikārī as your spiritual master, but it is to be understood that you will not be able to advance beyond the stage wherever your guru is. If you have accepted a neophyte, kanishta-adhikārī as your guru, then you cannot progress beyond the stage of kanishta-adhikārī. You yourself will remain a kanishta-adhikārī. If you accept a madhyama-adhikārī as your guru, you cannot go beyond the stage of madhyama-adhikārī. Therefore, Prabhupada says, therefore, one must accept only an uttama-adhikārī as one's spiritual master.
What are the qualifications to become a guru in ISKCON today?
As far as the qualifications to become a guru in ISKCON is concerned, the GBCs have made various resolutions at different points of time. Initially, in 1978, they started with the understanding that those 11 people who have been appointed, they are all acharyas. They are the 33rd in the line. That's the kind of understanding they started with. And there used to be letterheads printed. International Society for Krishna Consciousness, XYZ address. Founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Current Acharya, one of these 11 names. Letterheads in ISKCON used to be printed like this. That was where they started from. Today they have come to a stage where they say that Prabhupada requires all the devotees in ISKCON to spread the movement further and further. Words to this effect. You don't quote me saying that this is exactly what they said. That's not the spirit of what they have said actually. If you want, you can pull up these resolutions. They are all available on the internet today. They are openly available. The essence of what they are saying is they want more and more devotees in ISKCON to spread the movement, and for that everybody has a responsibility to act as gurus, Diksha gurus, and therefore they are saying we invite all the devotees in ISKCON, whoever has completed a certain minimum number of years in the movement, maybe 10 years or something like that, and without any obvious and very very gross fall downs, without any gross and obvious fall downs. If they have been chanting 16 rounds and following the 4 regulatory principles for X number of years, 10 years or something like that, you can come forward and tell the GBC that you want to take up this role, and we will give you a no objection certificate to act in that capacity. Actually not appointing gurus. I want to become a guru. It's like this. Suppose you are the GBC. I want to become a guru. I come to you, the GBC of ISKCON. I want to become a guru. So they tell you, give an application. They'll take that application. ask me which temple are you from. I'll tell I'm from XYZ temple. I'm from Delhi. I'm from Bombay. They will communicate with the devotees there and ask him, how is he? Is he a good devotee? Has he had any fall down? They will give a certificate. Yes, he is okay. Okay, then they give a no objection certificate. We have no objection for you to carry on the service of being a guru. That is how people become gurus. I want to become a guru. I come and ask you, you give me a no objection certificate, I start acting as a guru. There is no approval of any kind. It is all self-authorized, self-appointed, you call it whatever you want. That is how the current way of, I don't know what to call it, current system of making somebody a guru in ISKCON. That's the way it's currently running.
No objection certificate from a GBC can make me a guru.
I'm not even sure whether they give a certificate. They say they are not objecting. That much they say. Whether they'll give a certificate also or not, I'm not sure. On the one hand, they say that Ritvik system is against tradition. Now, what is the system they are following? Where is the tradition?
This is part of glorious tradition of ISKCON.
So they have, you know, if you put all the arguments that they give towards the opposing the Ritvik system, if you apply those arguments, test their own guru system with those arguments, they themselves will fail. So that's the sad state of affairs there.
That's why it's true that Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jiva is so true.
Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bija. What is this Bija? Who is giving you this Bija? This Bija of Bhakti. Prabhupada says this Bija or the seed refers to all the rules and regulations that you follow according to the instructions of the Guru. And then Prabhupada says chanting 16 malas, following 4 regulatory principles, attending Mangalarati, sadhana. These things are the Bija. These are the Bhakti Lata Bija. In ISKCON, who is giving you that Bhakti Lata Bija? Who is sowing that Bhakti Lata Bija in your heart? It is Prabhupada. And so, Prabhupada is sowing the Bhakti Lata Bija in your heart. Prabhupada is revealing the transcendental knowledge in your heart, Divya Jnana. Kuriyat Papasya Sankshem. Prabhupada is destroying and removing all your past sinful reactions, both Prarabdha and Aprarabdha. And Prabhupada is qualifying you. Prabhupada is changing you, giving you a new subtle body, which is a Brahmana body. Prabhupada is giving you and giving you an opportunity to worship the deity. And you will go and call somebody else as your Diksha Guru. So that Diksha Guru, compared to all these things that Prabhupada is doing, what is that Diksha Guru doing for you? In one ceremony, you are sitting and he is giving you one name and chanting your beads. Is this the definition of Diksha Guru? They have reduced the Diksha Guru to a person who officiates or oversees a ceremony. That fire sacrifice is the ceremony. Somebody sits there and whoever is the living person sitting there and giving you the Diksha and the name, that is the Diksha Guru.
The Vice
So,
Chancellor,
Diksha is reduced from a process to that fire sacrifice ceremony.
the Vice Chancellor who gives a certificate on the final day of degree
Convocation. So it's become like that. And now slowly what they are saying is that that Guru himself will not come for the Diksha ceremony. He will appoint somebody else to do it on his behalf. They can have Ritviks. Prabhupada cannot have Ritviks.
But still they accuse this one terminology. They use Ritvik Mayavadis.